Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Let me share my screen. So, do you have any queries on the previous examples or something that you want to discuss? Everyone completed this exercise, the transformations part from manufacturing project. Is that completed? Is this exercise completed? Query dependency merging. I have received only few updates. Okay, exercises from participants. Still, if you haven't completed, if you're stuck at some place, not understood the concept, maybe at some point, please let me know so that I'm ready to re-explain or else I'll do something. Others, please respond. So we discussed about these warehouse concepts as well, primary key, foreign key, fact table, and what is a dimension table, and the types of schema, star schema and snowflake schema. So what is the best schema that we are going to propose, like to get the good performance, or else maybe if you want to improve the performance of your report, what is the best schema, either the star schema or a snowflake schema? Which schema is the preferred one? We have two schemas, agree with that. Is that a star schema is good for designing part or snowflake schema? Star schema, okay. So why star schema means? Because it will be get connected directly to your centrally located fact table and there is no hierarchical information. So if there is no hierarchical information, report refresh runtime will be increased. Okay, because it is getting directly connected to the fact. Only it needs to be checked from dimension to the fact only. There is no hierarchy. That means it will get improves the performance of your report. Okay, discussed it. Types of facts: additive fact, semi-additive, and non-additive fact. Okay, please remember important. Fine. So see here, introduction to the model. So next part is once we completed the data transformations part, next we are going to work on the relationship building. So we are going to extract in real time as well. We are going to extract multiple tables. We are not going to work with one or two tables. We will work with more than one table. That means one table to the another table, we are going to bring the relationship, a connectivity between one table to the another table. Okay. So what is the importance of bringing the relationship means? If you don't have any relationship with A, example A table to the B table, suppose if you want to build a visualization from one of the field from A table and another field from B table, you'll not get the right statistics, right numbers. we already discussed with location table and other connected table. Let me showcase you now. See here, without relationship, you cannot showcase the visualizations to the end user. Even the values will not get the right way. I'm trying to open the file. Let's see. See this? These are all connected tables, manufactured to the product, sales to the date. Okay. Location table is not connected. Suppose if you are trying to build a relationship between location table to the sales, we have identified. Okay, common columns has been identified and detected. Zip code is matching. But here, if you are trying to drag and drop, see this? Holding this, I'm just trying to drag and drop onto the zip code. We are getting an alert, right? We are getting a notification or else an alert. The relationship cardinality is many to many. That means zip code from this location table and sales table zip code is having the repeated records. You know what is the repeated records? A duplicate or else null values, null or blank values. So that means foreign keys available at both of the tables, from sales table as well as location table. So this type of many-to-many relationship we have to get avoided. Okay. We have to bring either one side to the many side or many side to the one side, not many to many. Okay. Why not many to many? It has to have the repeated records in both of the tables, which is going to impact the performance of the report. Okay, that's the main agenda. So it has to read the record tables from the location as well as the repeated records from the sales table. So which is going to impact the performance of the report. So that is the main agenda to avoid this many to many type of relationship. The example, I'm not interested to build any relationship. I don't have any connectivity, but my end user is asking me to visualize country-wise sales or else a revenue. Okay, let me showcase to you now. So in the report level, country-wise, see here. I'm taking another field from the sales. You can tell me, is this a right numbers, right visualization? Let me add the numbers to labels to. Is this a right visualization? Correct? So each and every country is showcasing the same revenue. Country-wise, is that the correct numbers? 5.3 billion of each and every country. Is this the right? It's completely incorrect because you're choosing the field from one location table, another field is available from sales table, which is not connected. So in the kind of a scenario, you will see the same values. Okay. So there is an importance. There is an importance between one table to the another table, and we need to bring the relationship. Suppose we will get the commonly like the doubts like, sir, I don't have any relationship. How we are going to build it? How we are going to get connected with one table to the another table? I didn't find any common column. What is the use? How can we do that? In that kind of a scenario, you have to build a relationship. Okay, you have to derive one common column, which is common between both of the tables. Okay, And then we have to make it as a relationship with one table to the another table. So those parts also we are going to discuss in the coming like the sessions of the presentation part. These are all the details are available on the next slide. Okay. But relationship between one table to the another table is mandatorily we have to derive it. Okay. So we have to do that activity at model view. Okay, which is very, very important. In model view, we are going to perform those activities. Okay, see here. So model view, model tab, it will give, I mean, we are there, we are going to set the relationship between the two tables, like a linkage or else a connectivity between one table to the related tables. Okay, in model view, those activities we are going to perform. And the icon, if you are observing the icon, right, it shows you almost similar to the relationship, okay, connectivity with one table to the another table. Okay. So is this part as discussed like a double side direction? Did I discuss this part? One side to the many side, this arrow marks last session. In the last session, did I discuss this? Arrow mark. There is a relationship which we are going to present in the form of a solid line. There is small arrow mark is available. If you are observing, there is up arrow and down arrow. This was right. Yes. So by default, the relationship between two tables, okay, the direction should be on one side only. By default, the relationship, once the relationship has been exist, the direction, the flow direction is on one side. Suppose if you want to change, if you want to filter the another table from both of it, we have to change it manually from the model viewer. Okay? And the cross filter direction should be both. If you set both, the data flow direction is on both of those. That is the above presentation, the product table and the sales table. Okay, here it is. This example. Okay, so I think I have explained here. See here. So I've chosen some of the fields from the product and manufacturer. Suppose if you are trying to filter from manufacturer to the product, the data is getting filtered. By default, the cross filter direction is single. That's what we discussed. Suppose if you're trying to select some categorical field from product, it will not get changed. It will be showcased as it is. That means the data is not getting flowed from another, the product table to the manufacturer. To get this Barbara, whatever I have selected, to get this information, we have to change. We have to double click this first, the line, solid line. We have to change the cross filter direction from single to both. This is an interview part. We will get a query on this. What is the default data flow direction or else a cross filter direction? By default, the cross filter direction is single only. Okay. If you change it to the both, the data should be flow from both of the sides, from one table to the another, from related to the table to the another. Okay. Important. Please remember on the interview prospect. This one. This is one side. I can try to filter the data from. You can tell me, is that data will be get filtered on the sales table or else a product table as per the flow. Here, these two tables, is the data will be get filtered on the sales table or product table? You can tell me. As per this data flow direction, you can tell, can I filter the data on the sales table or product table? Simple query. What about others? If you are not understand, please tell me. Yeah. So what is one and what is start then? What is one? Can you please help me? What is one? One and star. Technically, what is the one? What is star? One stands for unique. Star, which is nothing but many. Okay, one stands for unique keys, unique records. Star stands for star is on the sales table. Star stands for product key here, product ID column. Many records, repeated records. Okay. So technically we can call it as a primary key and foreign key. Product ID from the product table, product ID column from the product table is primary. And product ID column from sales table is foreign key. Okay, technical. Yes. So the modeling level, we can try to build the relationship. Suppose if you are not interested on this by default connectivity, we can get rid of it. We can remove. These are all by default connectivity. Yes or no? Automatically, once you are trying to load the tables, automatically the relationship has been get detected. Yes or no? I haven't provided this relationship. Automated way the relationship has been get detected. In the similar fashion, product table to the sales table, this connectivity has been detected automatically. That means the DAX engine has been reading the records and also the fields which are extracted from the tables. It's trying to detect the common column. So the common column has been identified by an automated manner. Okay, this is an automated relationship. But here, if you're observing this date table and the sales table, I have provided the relationship. Okay, it's not detected, but I have derived the relationship manually. Okay, drag and drop. Okay, why it is not detected means so query the DAX engine, right? In this particular date field, we have two date related columns. One is date, another one is startup date. Both are the date only, date data type. If you are observing here, date is available, start of it, which is almost both are same, correct? Date data type. So that's why the DAX engine has been confused to detect the relationship, whether to go with date column to the another table, sales table date, or date table start of week to the sales table date. So that's why we have to derive the relationship between these two tables. So I have provided the relationship here. Please remember, it's very, very important. Date table is mandatory in each and every other project. Suppose if you haven't have date table, we have to derive it. Okay, in the coming going forward, we will discuss. As of now, I have a date field. Date table is there, which I have extracted from the accessDB. Suppose sometimes some projects we will not get any date table separately. In that kind of a scenario, how to derive a separate date table, we will discuss in the going forward sessions. But here we have a dedicated date. Understood? This is very, very important. Date table is mandatory in each and every other project. Real time also. It's required. Why is required? We will discuss in the going forward sessions on the tax logics and implementations. Okay. So to delete the relationship, the right click here, delete, simple operation. Okay. Right click on the top of this solid line, delete it. And what is this solid line stands for? Solid line. This line stands for what? Try to respond quickly, please. What is the solid line stands for? Solid line. I'm not asking about the arrow mark. Line. There is a line, right? Solid line. Relationship. We will call it as a what type of a relationship? Relationship. Okay. What type of relationship? Active relationship or inactive relationship? This solid line, we will call it as an active relationship. So between table to the tables, two tables, we will maintain only one active relationship. Okay. Suppose this is automated relationship, right? I'm not interested with manufacturer ID relationship. I'm interested with the manufacturer to the manufacturer. Suppose if I'm trying to build on the top of this one more relationship, we will get it. See here, we will see the relationship, but there is a difference between active and inactive. Active relationship, it will be get in the solid form. Inactive relationship will be in the dotted line. But I'm interested in this scenario with these manufacturer to the manufacturer column string, both of the tables. I'm not interested with manufacturer ID. That means I can delete this relationship, delete it, already exists in one automated relationship. I will make this as an active relationship. Double click here, try to make this as an active relationship. So between the table to the table, we will maintain only one active relationship. Please remember, it is very, very important. Between table to the table, we will maintain only one active relationship at a time. Suppose if you are trying to build one more relationship, that should be an inactive relationship. Okay. You'll get a question, something like in the interview prospect only agree. How many active relationships we can build between two tables? How many active relationships we can build or else connect between two tables? Only one active relationship will be get available. Okay, remaining all are going to be an inactive relationship. So only one. Okay, inactive relationship part we can try to build n number until we will find that. I mean, like to get the right values or else the right visualizations on the reporting level. Okay, there is no limitation on the inactive relationship. As of now, from this table, I have one more field, I can build it. Suppose similar field is available between these two means I can try to exist one more inactive relationship. Okay, to bring the analysis between the inactive relationship by using the DAX formulas, we can try to get it. Okay, DAX, data analysis expression. Okay, there is no limitation on the inactive relationship visualizations or else visual statistics. Okay, but we are going to maintain only one active relationship between one table to the another table. This is very, very important. Please remember. Here also, see here, from here also, suppose maybe I feel that is the performance are going to impact, no issues. I can try to build this one. I can just try to drag and drop country to the country. So many to many relationship, I can say, okay, okay, I can build the relationship here, but it will impact the performance. So that is the main agenda to get rid of it. Okay, we have to get rid of this type of a relationship. Even from the zip code to the zip code, I can try to build one more relationship that should be an inactive relationship. So see here, active relationship, inactive relationship. Got it? Active relationship we can maintain only one at a time. Inactive relationship we can maintain more than one. Okay, until we will get the, I mean, it will meet the requirement. Okay, by using the DAX formulas and functions. Understood? Star and star, that means many to many. Okay, star on this side. Another side is also star, many to many. That means duplicates are available on both of the columns from location and sales table. On the data, by default, it is going from the both of the sides. I haven't changed. If you are using the many to many relationship, by default direction is many, I mean, both of the sides. See here, both. It's not a single. By default, it is both. Okay. Please remember, it's important. Can I delete this? Because we are not interested with the many to many. Shall we delete this too? Response, please, quickly. Deleting this. So That's what here I have projected. So we can try to hide the columns, individual columns on the report path. So see here, example, what is this hide in the sense? See here, if you are navigating to the report view, so except location table, remaining all tables are get connected, correct? Except location table, remaining all tables are get connected. Relationship has been exist. But as of now, for time being, I'm not interested to look over the location table. Okay, complete location table. I can hide it. Okay, I can hide to not to view this table on the reporting canvas, which is not required right now. So in the kind of a scenario, we can try to hide the complete table here by using this half hide option. See here, just try to select it. Select it. So I'm not interested of this location table right now. I want to see the visualization with the existing or else a connected table, except this location. In that kind of a scenario, navigate to the report view. Can we see the location here? Is there any location table is available? No. Only the connected tables are available, which is more easy for us to provide or else to drag and drop onto the reporting canvas. Okay, only the connected tables are there. I'm interested to build some visualization with these four tables. I can start working accordingly. Okay, got it? In a similar way, a similar way. So though there are connected tables, these are all connected tables. Some of the fields I'm not interested. So I have loaded this table completely and some of the fields I'm not interested to build some visualization. In that kind of a scenario, navigate back to the model view. So here, please observe important. Some of the columns I'm not interested. Those columns are maybe the product ID I'm not interested. I can hide this particular column. Manufacturer is there, so I'm not interested with these two columns. See this? I can hide it. Manufacturer ID 2. So these columns I'm not interested. Okay. So though there is a connectivity exists, but I'm not interested with these selected columns. I'm trying to hide these columns. Okay. Suppose if you navigate back to the report view, did you find out those columns? Is that available? So if you're trying to hide that unwanted columns, okay, you are not removing it. You are just trying to hide, not to showcase in the reporting canvas so that you will be more comfortable to drag and drop onto the reporting canvas. So in real time, you can see in each and every table more than like 30 to 40 columns. Some columns may be useful, some columns may be in the future prospect, for future forecast, we can try to use it. So in the kind of a scenario, the future forecasted columns, we can try to hide it. We can hide it, not to visualize on the report, so that you will feel more comfortable to drag and drop onto the canvas. Okay. If you're trying to hide, it is not like an improving prospect. It's not going to improve the report performance. It's backend, it is still available. You can see the column here. See this. Location table is still available. I can see the data, but it is just hidden on the reporting canvas. See here, similarly for this product table too. See here, there is a difference between the enabled column and disabled. Okay. So these enable or else not hidden columns we can see on the reporting level. These hidden manufacturer ID, manufacturer, product code, and location is not visible to you on the reporting canvas. The benefit is it's easy for you to drag and drop. Okay, if you can try to hide the columns, it's easy for you to drag and drop. And those columns, maybe in future, we can try to unhide. Okay, we can just try to select unhide. That's it. Simple. Even in the report level or else data view level also, we can try to unhide it. See here. I'm just trying to unhide this columns. Okay. Report level, I will show you now. See this? Right click on the top of the table, unhide all. Okay, whatever the columns you have hidden, you just try to, unless you want to view only hidden columns, you can just try to view it. Yeah. Got it? Everyone following, right? Right click on them and hide all. That's it. Important. These things are very important. The visualization part. Okay. It's easy for you. So some columns are not useful for your, visualization. We can try to hide here, or else I feel more comfortable to hide the columns in the model view. So I can just try to see the columns and I can hide here. Like this is the complete table. I can try to hide it. Currently, I'm not using this location. I don't want to visualize it, the location table. So I can try to hide it. It is available. Hide. Okay. Got it? That's the part. So there are three ways to detect the relationship. First one is an automated. Okay. Automatically the relationship will be get detected. And the second one is manually we can try to drag and drop. I have shown you the process. Manually we can try to drag and drop onto the another field. But there is a chance. Okay, there is a chance to do some mistakes, manual errors, manual errors. So if you are doing the manually drag and drop, something like this, maybe suppose if you can try to drag and drop onto the not the right column, I'm just trying to drag and drop onto the date field, it will accept. See here, it's detected, it's accepted. I can get the relationship too. Okay, but is this the right column I have mapped? Is this the columns are right? Selected one or else highlighted one. Is that a relationship is correct? This is not the right field. I have mapped with by mistakenly here, wantedly, okay, date field, which is wrong. If you are using a drag and drop approach, there is a chance to do some mistakes, manual errors. To get rid of it, another way, okay, another way of giving the relationship is by using manage relationship. This is the third one. First one is an automatic detection. Second one is manually we can try to drag and drop onto the another table. And third one is manage relationship. So here, just try to select it, new, try to build a relationship between these two. Okay, like this. See this? Zip code to the zip code, both. Okay, you can delete it. Okay, this is not the right one. You can delete it. That's what we discussed, right? This is the right way to view the relationship. So most of the times I will prefer to use instead of drag and drop approach, I will prefer to use manage relationship. I will manage, I will navigate directly to the manage relationship. Use the new option here, new, select it. That means you are trying to build the new relationship. Try to give the relationship here. Try to select the required tables like this. Give the relationship. Select. Okay. Like this. Is that clear to everyone or else any questions? Everyone following, right? I'm just to practically showcasing to you instead of reading the theory technically. Okay. So there are three ways: automatic detection. Second one is the manual drag and drop. And third option is manage relationships. And from there, select the new option and derive the relationship between the two tables. Okay. So here, if you are observing the cardinality types, there are four types of cardinalities. Okay, in the modeling part, there are four types of cardinalities. So most of the time, the preferable cardinality is, okay, 99% we are going to make use of many to one, one to many. Okay, either the table selection, many side to the one side or one side to the many side. What is the meaning? We already aware that is most suggestible option to give the relationship between two tables. One side, that means unique side to the foreign key, that means many side. Okay, repeated record side. Okay, so one of the table having that field or else a column can have more than one instance or else a repeated records. Okay, that particular values are repeated. That is nothing but many. And the related table or lookup table, which is nothing but a dimension table, have only one instance or else one value is repeated on the data part. That is nothing but one side. Like that, we have one to one. One to one is nothing but primary key of one of the table to the another table primary key. Only one instance at a time. That means nothing but one to one relationship. And one to many, one more type of a relationship, which is nothing but a vice versa to many to one. Many to one or one to many. Okay, vice versa. Along with these three relationships, we have one more. There is a many to many relationships too. So we just get to know what is a many to many relationship. Yeah. See here. This one. Many to many is nothing but zip code, this particular table in values having the many or else a repeated instances, and zip code, another table, sales table zip code, values is having the repeated records, repeated values, repeated instances. That means many to many. So here the cardinality type is many to many. Along with that, other types of relationship cardinalities are there. Those are one to many, one to one many to one. Okay. See here, suppose if you're trying to do a many to one, it will not accept. The cardinality you selected isn't a valid relationship. Okay, it's not a right one. Like that, suppose maybe if I'm trying to choose one to many, it will not accept. Because the selected fields having the repeated records on both of the tables. So how it is going to accept? Okay. It will accept only many to many. Got it? But we have to avoid this many to many by using DAX object. Those part we will discuss in the coming session. How we are going to get rid of this many to many. I will showcase that process. Like that here, the date table to the sales table. So here many to one, right? Suppose maybe if I choose the first table is the date table. Here I have chosen the date table now. And another table I'm choosing here, sales table. Here the common column is date. So what is the relationship now? Try to respond quickly. One side to the many. So one is on the date table, sales table is on the many side. So as per the selection criteria, the one side to the many side or many side to the one side, it will get changed. So maybe my first table is sales table. See here, sales table. Second table is date table. I'm choosing the common columns that is date to date. What is now? Many to one. That means sales table is on many side, first table. Okay, many. On date table, date field is on one side. And it is an active relationship. Got it? Everyone following? Any questions, concerns, please let me know. Everyone following, right? Responses, please. That's what here I provided. So by default, you can set the cross-filter direction as single. And if you are trying to change the direction from single to the both, we can do it on the edit or else manage relationships part. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about the calculated column. So I'm just stopping up to this part because the concepts are very, I mean, like next going forward concepts are, which is very important and it is time taking. So I'm just stopping here. Calculate column, which is nothing but one of the DAX object. What it is and how it will work, we will discuss in the tomorrow session. Up to this part, whatever we discussed, the modeling level. If you have any queries, please raise your hand digitally so that I'm ready to recap or else I can do something. I'm just stopping here because this concept is little bit, huge. It will take some additional time. I don't want to waste. Okay. This concept will take some time. So that's why I'm stopping up to this part. If you have any queries, please let me. One to one, as I said, right? One to one, as I said, it is one side of which is nothing but unique relationship to the unique relationship. So as I said, many to many and one to one rare combination. In real time also, we will use it on the rare combination, not always. Okay. One to one and many to many, anyway, we have to get rid of it. We have to avoid that relationship to improve the performance of the report. Okay. We will try to make use of the modeling part, one side to the many or many side to the one. That is the regular default, or else most of the time used scenario. Okay. Will not go with one to one or many to many. Many to many is going to improve the impact the performance, not improves, impact the performance of your report. Refresh runtime will be get impacted. One to one, which is nothing but a kind of a primary key to the primary key model. Okay, one to one is the one on the, no repetition records in the one table, A table, no repeated records on the B table, one to one, which is nothing but a common column you have identified, but you want some analysis, which is nothing but one side of, okay, one side to one side, which is almost similar or equivalent tables. Okay. So most of the times, as I said, we will go with many to one or one side to the many. Clear? Everyone, clear to you? I'm just trying to remove this relationship. So the values, we will get it as a right manner. See here, you will see the right values, okay, right numbers. Okay, sum of revenue by country. But it will impact the performance of the report. So that's why we have to get rid of this many to many, bring the relationship as on one side to the many or many side to the one, not many to many. Okay. This concept we will discuss in tomorrow's session. I'm stopping up to this part. If you have any queries, please raise your hand. Why I'm taking, it's not a holiday, Saturday, Sunday. I will not take the sessions, pages, because we are in the right track. Okay, up to the part we are completing the syllabus or else the course. I don't want to take any additional session. Suppose maybe everyone wants some additional session, please let me know so that I can take. Okay. So I'm you giving the exercises. I don't know whether you are preparing or not. Tejas, you are working on that. Others, please respond. I hope those exercises which we completed, the best practices, those are all helpful only. And also the documentation which I'm sharing, it's very confidential, but please not to share, okay? You don't have any questions then? Fine then. Tomorrow we'll connect. We'll discuss few more things. As I said, right? Calculated column, which is one of the DAX object we will discuss. Okay. We will connect tomorrow. We will discuss that part. Okay, I'm stopping up to this now. So please try to practice it. Go through the documentation, whatever I'm sharing. Read it out. Simple documentation analysis. Let me know if you have any queries or something. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.